Welcome back, everybody. We're doing the walking thing again. I did walk for a few miles earlier today, but it just felt like it. We'll see how long it lasts. I also can't really see it. I have some boxes that I need to open. Well, it's really only this like box and a third is left. I've opened most of the case. I actually don't know where I stand in terms of like what I've opened, what I need. I think I have like one, maybe two copies of a bunch of shit that I need. That's why I'm probably pointing the right way. I'm probably going to be playing Vader. It's either Vader or Luke, I think. Ooh, we got our second. So, to that end, this box that I am opening actively right now, I just got my second prestige out of it. And the Eye of Sion is actually what kind of struck me. Because I'm so frustrated with everything. I'm so just opened another Eye of Sion, not a prestige, but a regular. I'm so unhappy with the game right now that I was half considering just taking the fucking Rio deck. I was thinking about it earlier today because I saw like a bunch of armor and Fennec shenanigans that were more or less just like weirdo. I almost said improvised detonation, but it's improvised identity. Weird improvised identity decks. Oh, we got a hyperspace green leader. Sick. They're all trying to do roughly the same thing. I don't know if I still... Yeah, I closed the tab, but I Veiled or somebody did a video on it recently. And it basically boils down to play improvised identity, pray that your opponent not only doesn't interact, but also has a board that will get blown out by whatever you improvised identity. And in this case, it's like a Maul or something, or like Maz Kanata into Maul, or whatever. And it's cute. Honestly, with the way the game is set up right now, it's actually kind of difficult, depending on the unit that you put it on. I think it might be somewhat of a challenge to actually have, like, deal with a Han unit or something, and then improvise identity on it, and then you swing it. Like, it could be a challenge. Odds are it won't be. All right, I think I have 2 Previslas now. I 100% regret buying this case. It has nothing to do with the particular things I opened. I just hate opening packs. I hate buying packs, and I wish I never did. All right, last pack for this box. Still no showcase. Hashtag just saying. I was sorting. Hi, go boy. Noodle. Who's a go boy? Hi, go boy. Who's my go boy? Yes, you're a go boy. What is mommy doing? Are you upset about what mommy's doing? Why don't you go eat your supper instead of being a pain in the ass? The dog has just decided he doesn't like his food anymore. Or, I don't know. So, we got one more box. It's upstairs. We're not going to open that right now. People really care. I can open it on stream. I was going to leave it for my son to open, but it doesn't sound like he feels like doing it. And I kind of need to open it tonight, so that way I know and I can let people know, hey, can you bring this to Vegas? Because I'm going to need to borrow it. I regret buying anything because I wish I had just gone the whole borrowing plan, honestly. Especially given that, like, I don't think I'm going to need much. I think the irony is, I think I'm going to have to borrow all of the... Why are you playing this card? I'm going to need to borrow all of the Elzars if I play them. And I probably will. I do kind of need to think of a plan to fight Ahsoka. People keep telling me that it's very good. I don't see it, but... So we're just bad Talzin? that what's happening right now? You have great news for me. Is it that I don't have to go to Vegas? I would love to not go. Hashtag just saying. He's probably got an assassin, right? He might have a shatter point. Hold 11 Elzar, man. Did you really? 11? I haven't checked, like, so I got 6 boxes. Oh, no, that's not good. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's fair. That could have been way worse. So I got 6 boxes total. I had ordered a case, and then I had store credit at one of the locals to burn. So I got 2 boxes and the starters, and it came out to like $12 or something. I'm like, all right, fine. That is so supremely fucking annoying. Everything about this is irritating. All the extras are my trade binders, so you can just check. Yeah, I mean, I need to redo that. I will be bringing stuff that I plan on selling to the vendors, just to, like, get it over with. So we know he had Chimera. I don't remember what else he had. Wait, what? Oh, I can't do it. I fucked that up. I meant to. I forgot that I played the Victor leader this turn. I mean, I think he's still dead unless he drew hyperspace, which, I mean, he could have. How much product did you buy, Ron? Yeah, I didn't even want to buy the product that I got. I mean, part of it is because in my head, I'm just selling it all when I'm at Vegas. So it's just like, why did I spend money? I know I'm going to get less for trying to trade it in or whatever. More than anyone should. But if you're collecting, you're collecting. It is what it is. All right, you got some cards that I don't give a fuck about. LOL. I'm pretty sure he's dead. This could have been worse.
Hello there.
12 boxes, case of carb. So 2 cases and a case of carbonite. That's not that much. Not to feed into your addiction or anything. The thing is that it really, like... Did I mulligan this hand? I did. I still ended up with this. Well, yeah, I remember you saying that the other day. It's like, I can't really blame him. Blowout by collateral? Or by way of collateral? Yep. What? Maybe I wasn't supposed to play the token there. I just expected him to, like, do anything. Hold on. Can't ping me, pal. They're 1-1s. Yeah, it's funny because, like, obviously we all are consciously, logically aware of the fact that the best value, of course, is going to be just simply buying the cards. Like, even if you bought all the cards individually, it's probably better than buying all the packs. But for most people, not myself, there is enjoyment to be derived from cracking the packs themselves. But I legitimately do not think that FF, they did it, like, it was a great idea to put some prestiges in boxes. Like, it is kind of cool that I open a box and I got 2 prestige cards. Like, that was nice. But for the most part, it just does not feel like it is worth it to buy the boxes. The cards primarily are donkey shit. So, like, what's the point? I'll go opening the packs when I hit, otherwise pass. So I have 3 hours of misery last Friday just staring into the void wondering, what have I done? Look what my careless hands have wrought. We'll see if this guy will run it back, because, like, they never do. They never do. Yeah, like, I could go upstairs and get that other box and crack it now. Like, I do need to open it. I'll do it either tonight after the stream or do it tomorrow before work or something. Meanwhile, folks are opening showcases around me in Mad World from time. All around me are familiar. Although, I don't... When I think of Mad World, I think of Gears of War. I don't think of Donnie Darko. You like buying packs and boxes? I hate it. I actively, like, I'm almost allergic to it. I hated opening these boxes. Every second of it, I hated it. What I did enjoy is, like, you can't see it because it's off camera. But I have a table over here, and I have one of those sorting trays, and I like sorting them because I like things being organized, and I like putting them into their box, and they never come out. Tom, get on that trike. It's going to be a real sad moment playing E-Day. Like, I was saying this the other day, but I'm excited to be done with Galactics. Like, I'm not excited to play at Galactics or go in almost any capacity. But I am excited to be on the other end of it because there's so many things that I'm excited for that are happening that have nothing to do with Star Wars at all. Like, I am super hyped for Gears of War E-Day. I will be streaming the fuck out of that game. I just pray that my PC can actually run it properly. Because, like, when I tried streaming Space Marine 2, the gameplay, I think, was fine. But when the cutscenes happened, it was, like, worse than PowerPoint. Because it wouldn't even be, like, frame by frame. It would be, like, one frame and then skip all the way to the end, the second frame. And you'd miss the whole cutscene or something. Which sucks for everybody streaming. I could see it. It didn't matter. At least for me. But it kind of sucked if I wanted to, like, rip it to YouTube. Because, like, I am reacting. You could hear the audio. There's a Star Wars Monopoly game. I mean, there's always been one. But I heard there's a new one. But I don't understand. Like, there have been Star Wars Monopoly games, I promise you, since, like, the 80s. At the very least. I'm stoked for E-Day. My buddy and I are running through the series on Insane. I've never been one to play the highest difficulty video games. Or, like I played it on Insane, but it's not really my thing. I'm just excited. Like, I want to see the story. Even though it's a prequel, so, like, we know. But I also want to just get into the multiplayer. And I'm very curious because... You think the Star Wars community is toxic? Every community thinks they're the most toxic community. But let me tell you, the fucking Gears of War community hates Gears of War. And they hate, and it's simultaneously hating the changes and hating that it wasn't changed. And sometimes, and I get, like, it's different people. But it's just funny, like, every day there's 80 threads on the Reddit about wall bouncing. 80 fucking threads, and it's like, I don't remember anyone ever complaining about wall bouncing back in Gears of War 1, and then you have the very next post is, everyone's hated wall bouncing since Gears of War 1, and it's like, both of these things can't be true, and simultaneously they can, and it's hilarious, just like, reading it, and every once in a while, I'll chime in, and I'm like, I'll just say the opposite. Well, actually, I'm not like, I am trying to rile people up and troll them a little bit, but I'm not trying to be contrarian. Like, I don't like wall bouncing, but I understand it's been there since day one because I used to fucking get bodied by it back in Xbox Live days in Gears 1. I would get fucking smoked. You'd be down there on fucking War Machine and people are bouncing between the pillars and I'm like, I cannot land a shot. So I get it. Why people are like you could do the cool thing back in the day. A winner is you. It's still fucking stupid in a game that was ostensibly supposed to be about slow cover shooters. Like, that's what the entire fucking campaign is. And the main gun in the game, the Lancer, actually sucks in multiplayer typically. And they go out of their way to make it bad because it hinders the wall bouncing Nasher gameplay. Because if you have these long distance shooter battles and you have a coordinated team, it is almost impossible to advance because I'm not going to say it's like a real war, but like if somebody's fucking shooting at you and now there's 3 or 4 other people in this game, it'll be back to 4, but it was 5 for a while, shooting at you, it doesn't take a whole lot to kill you. Jump to Gears 1 Remaster, whatever they put out, and I'm rusty online. Holy. Well, the problem is that like now, the E-Day would be a good place to jump in. Reloaded is not, at least especially not now, because a lot of people jumped in and then they got bodied by all those people that were playing for fucking 20 years and haven't stopped in 20 years. And then now they got scared away, understandably, because they were just getting their fucking dicks chopped off. And then now it's just all the dick choppers left. That's it. Run around, fucking kitchen knife, chop, 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 chop. And like, what are you supposed to do? And it's the same thing for a lot of games that I enjoy. Like, I want to start playing Warcraft 3 again. And I just haven't had time because of SWU. And if I want to go back to that, yes, I played the game on launch. I went at midnight to fucking Best Buy to get the collector's edition for Warcraft Reign of Chaos. And then I drove around to try and find one for the Frozen Throne. But that doesn't matter because I have taken breaks playing the game. Like, I played it when I was in college, but like, obviously there were other things going on. And then like real life and whatever. If I jump into it now and I go on Battle.net, it's either a map hacker, somebody who's been playing and has not stopped, but is smurfing or like actively killing their rank to D rank so they can play people that are coming back to it or new. Or it's someone else who's just fucking clueless. Like there's almost no balanced matchmaking. And the only way to do that is to go to a third-party system that's hosted somewhere in some godforsaken fucking country in Europe that I don't know shit about. And out of my own paranoia, I don't want to connect to third-party servers that ask you to connect via OAuth, which is providing your credentials and then they tokenize it. Which, like, I even asked them in the Discord, I'm like, dude, you don't show the URL that I'm connecting to. It just pops up a login that says Battle.net. How the fuck do I know that you're not phishing me? And their answer was basically, just trust me, bro. No one else has gotten phished. And I'm like, according to you? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? And it's concerning, less because, oh no, my Battle.net account got compromised, until you realize, oh no, my Battle.net account got compromised and my credit card's on that fucking account. Like, yeah, some of it's probably tokenized. Some of it's probably, like, they're supposed to be doing, like, I know, because it's part of my job. It's like knowing, like, real life job, knowing what the requirements are. And I'm confident that I could go look up that what is the SOC 2 for fucking, well, maybe I can't look it up, but like, they probably have a fucking SOC 2. They're probably PCI certified. They probably have, you know, like all the different accolades and requirements and acronyms. But the problem is that doesn't make me feel a whole lot safer because until, like, if that breach were to fucking happen, they're going to go, well, you were connecting to a third-party service, so I guess you're shit out of luck. Like, I don't want to lose my fucking life savings, as little as it is, because I wanted to play some fucking Warcraft 3. And Battle.net is fucking donkey taint. Like, you might get 4 or 5 games total that are even playable. And then it just turns into dog shit super fast. And that's part of the reason why people do Smurf is because you very quickly graduate out and then it's like, okay, queue times are like 45 minutes. Hello there. But we thankfully did queue into another CAD. I want them to run it post-board because I really need to see what some of these matchups look like post-board. So, for example, oh my god, look at these fucking hands. Come on! People have been doing this all day, and I don't know if, like, they have bad hands or what, but, like, here's the thing I want to see. A lot of people, like, we were testing trimming, for example, the turn one ships, so like Onyx Brute or Battered Hullcraft, and it was making space aggro look good. We put them back in, and all of a sudden it's real bad again. Now I want to see post board. What if they board in the other? Like if you're running Hullcraft main or you're running Brute main, what if you bring in the other one in addition to it? What happens? And yes, I understand I need to play against internal testing to determine that, but like, I don't know.
Hello there.
Like some swinging dick on Carabas has to be playing this. I'm not. What is this? This is almost as bad as those fucking Fennec and
Hello there.
whatever the other armor. Couldn't think of it. These are the hands I'm going to get at Galactics, and I'm going to have a fucking stroke. But yeah, there's a number of other games. Like Zero Space comes out tomorrow, and I would much rather be playing that than playing Star Wars. Unequivocally. Got a blue leader? Winner is you, pal. I don't really want to run out the Victor leader yet. Halo comes out when Galactic's over, and I'm pumped for that. I've never been a big Halo person. It's just never been the series for me. The only one that I really played was Halo 2. And I was just like, it's whatever. I did like watching some of the machinima stuff for it, but it's whatever. I guess we're just going to start advancing stuff. Yeah, Halo, or rather Gears, I guess Gears and Halo, they're both important, like, historically. And I'm happy for people that are looking forward to Halo, like, if they want it, but I don't know if... It sounds like the last few Halos have not been well received either. They haven't. I mean, I have no frame of reference for this, so... So I think we just try and not get blown out by tree, because we should do like 1 billion damage this turn. If he does something like resupply carrier, I'll deploy space. 4/5 and infinite Stinker Supreme. Some of the streamers that I used to watch for other games, like regular video games, not card games, were big into Halo, and I remember watching them, and I'm like, I don't even like really love watching the Halo gameplay. I like watching Gears gameplay. It's fun. And it's exciting. I don't find the Halo one very fun. But, I mean, I was going to be prone to not like it anyway, because I don't want to see it anyway. So he's got a blue leader, which is fine, because we'll just replay our Victor leader. We will rematch. I mean, to be honest, his hand wasn't that bad. I don't know, like, would you prefer to have had a turn 1 play? Of course, but claiming into kill your guy, I think, is probably what he was trying to do. I mean, obviously, so I don't know. I don't think this is an Elzar matchup. I think he's going to bring in hyperspaces. So we probably want these. If he doesn't already have a full set of the new Bright Hopes, I think he does want those. I think we're mostly okay with the rest. Like, it might be worth bringing these in to fight the new Bright Hope, but... I don't love this hand. We're gonna try it. You got it. It would be funny if I play Vader at Galactics, and then I just bring the stuff to convert it to Eternal when I inevitably scrub out. Be hilarious. This is the fucking issue. This Leia is a monster. Also, I understand the way the art is, but I can't unsee her arm coming out of her neck. Like, I know it's the shoulder and, like, the way that the like, trench coat or whatever this is looks, but it looks like her fucking arm is coming out of her neck. This is not a May? Oh my god. I didn't know that. Oh, that's a problem. What Eternal decks am I looking at? Kylo 2 Tarkin Town, and then either Piet with the color change base or Boba 7 yellow. They're all best of one, apparently, so Waka Waka. I guess. I don't want to put any damage on this in case he finds a blue leader. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about Eternal. I'm very excited to see the results. It's part, this is going to sound weird, but part of the reason I don't want to go is I would rather sit at home and observe the Eternal event and see what's doing well and prep for the upcoming PQ. I guess. I'm surprised he didn't do it on the Victor leader. That's interesting. I mean, there's an argument just... Like, Sabine is probably fine. So the baseline is play Jango or Yoda. And I think Yoda's better, personally. I think Yoda's extremely strong. But there is an argument you could... Like, Jango's still very good. Unless you feel like you can line up into one of those two... Like, if you're taking it seriously, you have to beat those two decks. There's no point in playing anything that can't. But I don't know that something exists that can beat both, is part of the issue. If this guy finds a hyperspace, I'm going to have a stroke. So he has a Trash Walker in hand. I'm going to remove this guy mostly because it prevents 2 healing. I don't know if that's worth it, but... Blue-green villain. I mean, I think that's fine. Oh, or do you mean, like, that's what beats those things? I don't think the non-restore heavy slow decks, not even just control, but, like, whether you're control, you're mid-range, or doing some other bullshit, I don't think that those can fight Django very well because of triple dark. I don't know if that's true, but my assumption is if you throw on it, I don't remember what the other I probably should have tapped Leia. Sorry. Trying to play and think the same. I don't remember what the other restore related options are for those decks. So if he found a hyperspace, we're dead instantly. Oh, Tony's pinging me. I don't know if you're in the chat, Tony, but I'll look at it later. So here's a question for you. What would you value last year's day 2 mat at? The Obi-Wan mat. Like, because I have somebody who's interested in buying it, but I have no idea how to evaluate value for playmats. I will never use that playmat, so that's why I want to unload it. But I don't want to be like, well, give me $25 because that's what playmats cost. I have to imagine it's worth more than that, but I also don't want to be like, no, it's somebody else. You said you wanted the Luke one. I'm talking about the Obi-Wan one. Unless you also said the Obi-Wan one and I forgot, in which case then I have to tell this guy that, oops. I mean, I had a lot of people offer when I said, like, I'm not going to keep the Luke one, but... Yeah, I'm talking about the Obi-Wan one from last year, 60 to 100. Like, I was going to say, like, 100. But people were saying that when I had asked for, like, what's the rough value on the Luke one, people had thrown out the idea that, like, oh, well, it's probably going to be more than the sectors, which were, like, 200, like, the day 2 sector ones. I say, who the fuck is buying those for 200? People last year were letting those go for 100 on site. That's what I thought. But I don't know if now it is higher value because you can't get it anymore. Or is it lower value because everybody who wanted it already has it? You know what I mean? Why am I watching this game?
Hello there.
Because, like, I don't want to give the thing away for free, air quotes, but, like, I also don't want to be like, well, give me $700. Like, lol. I probably should have punched it. This might be an Elzar game. I think the Luke one is miles better. I mean, that can be true, but that doesn't mean people don't... Like, if you are doing a playmat collection, it is entirely possible that you just want them because you want them, right? So it would be required to complete your collection of whatever mats. I guess I should have attacked you. I think it was better to hit this guy. This is where it gets weird, because we might not be able to punch... Like, if he plays the ghost... Speak of the devil. How does he deal with Vader? It might be more, how do I get through? Like, it's possible. I don't know if I'm supposed to Grindan. He's probably running main deck hyperspace, because every Obi-Wan that I've played against online in the last, like, 2 months has been maining hyperspace. He's got a Yoda. How did you... Oh, you just played it. Okay. 2, 4, 6. I mean, that will, in fact, kill my fucking Vader. 2, 4... Well, you're going to be able to do that anyway, so I got to do this. The somewhat important thing is that he was not able to heal. What? You could have just activated... What is happening? There is no reality where he didn't have Protect the Pod or any unit. Like, what? What happened? And I don't even know that he's dead necessarily, depending on what it is. Like, I don't know what just happened. And this is what frustrates me testing online, is there are certainly games where you can play and you go, oh, that guy should have done this. Like, this was an onboard thing. He just fucked up. I should have lost. Or, oh, I made this error. Like, it was you in the position where it's, I fucked up this thing. I wasn't paying attention. I was multitasking. I was doing whatever. I lost or I won. But there are games like this. Like, I have no earthly idea why he did not just activate the fucking consular, trigger Yoda, and blow me out. Now, he could have been tilted because he powered out the Yoda last turn, so I guess he couldn't have done it last turn. But, like, just activate the fucking Yoda, blow up the Vader, and then see if you get there. He doesn't know that I have these things. And he's gonna restore, like, fucking infinite off of the Yaddle, so I think he won this game. I have no idea.
Hello there.
I'm not playing against fucking Java again. I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired of this.
Hello there.
Larry says that Vale did a video on the, like, Fennec piles that I keep seeing everywhere. Is it worth tapping that to try and steal a collateral? Because when he blows me out with a, I mean, I guess... anything I play dies to the follow-up collateral /IG. We're gonna try this. That's what testing is for. What? So he's probably gonna beguile me, to be honest. Not gonna lie, stuff like that happens to me at locals. People want to concede, and I'm like, no, keep playing. You literally have out. I mean, people just, yeah. People make mistakes all the time. Which is why we play the game, right? Like, oh, wait, actually, hold on, fuck. Speaking of mistakes, I should have just played this thing. I'm looking at chat, talking, and I forgot I had this in hand. Did he have this? He had the big guile and something else. What was it? Normally I'd write this down, but obviously I'm not doing this on fucking Carabast. He did have that, okay. This guy? We can't really play the Victor leader because it's not going to live next turn. Like, he just claims and trades, and then we feel terrible. We need him to, like, get super excited and trade into something for some reason. So, we could play it now, and then possibly claim. He could also just blow it out of the sky. So we had X-Wing. The cat, yeah. X-Wing, Beguile, he played. Outer Rim, we took. And that. So he probably has 2 unknowns. I am just going to claim. Because I think if we already took a Constable, unless he has explicitly 2. That is super frustrating. Or is it? Do I need to kill this right now? He can't charge. I don't know how he kills this out of hand other than he'd have to have exactly a second one of these. I want to get that thing off the table so that way he can't trade back into the Victor leader next turn. I would have liked to have waited, but I don't think I can. This guy's running some interesting stuff in this list. He also could have drawn like a collateral. Or that. That's also bad. Ugh. Come on. So you can trade in here, I guess. We are behind on damage. Like, I think he can win this race. He doesn't need to trade. He could just fight us. I should have traded here. This guy's giving us a lot of opportunities to get back in this game. Although, honestly, I thought we were way ahead on the flip turn, and then he managed to put together a kill through some exquisite top decks. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't get there. You got me. I mean, this is like an expressly anti-space cat list. And I feel like we still almost got there. It was just because he happened to top deck the Gorgon Shard. I guess he could have drawn, like, any of... Why did I concede again? Any of several different things. Alright, so this is a matchup that I want to see. Because people keep telling me it's good, and I just don't get it. Resource 5 is going to be awkward. Maybe that's fine. We just... want initiative going in to deploy. That's a problem. So the issue is, if I make a token, it's an 8, but this still gets it if he has nothing left to fear. This is still enough damage that we might just die on fucking deploy. So this is a scenario where I think watch this is the answer, whereas Elzar is death. Like, we die as soon as they deploy. It's probably this or Luke, Josh. I was talking about it earlier. I have one more box of product to open to see what I get, but technically, so Patrick, one of my teammates, and I use air quotes because I'm kind of annoyed with where our team is at, not him specifically or anybody, like the individuals, but just like, we don't do anything as a team. I've talked about this a lot, and I've talked to them about it a lot. So this is not like, oh, I'm airing laundry in terms of like, oh, I'm going to talk about everybody on the internet. Like, I've told them, I said, we don't do anything collectively. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Point is, Patrick, teammate, is playing CAD, and he asked me yesterday when we were practicing drafting, could he borrow like No Glories and Cyril Carnes and stuff like that. So bottom line is, CAD is off the it's out of the mark. It's off the mark. It's off the board. I would have to go buy everything then. Like, I could have told them, no, I'm considering playing it, but I'm not going to do that because I didn't really want to play CAD. I don't want to spend more money. So I'm probably on Vader or Luke. My own flavors of it. My own tweaks. Problem is that, like, I don't think they're good calls. I think that every swinging dick in the room is going to be teched for anti-space. Allegedly, this Ahsoka deck is super popular on Kara this week, and people are then thinking it's going to be super popular at Galactics. Now, I don't think there's necessarily a correlation. I think you could actually infer that if it is popular on Karabast, it won't be there because the people who are, like, other than ding-dongs like me that are fucking streaming everything and telling it, like, giving all the information away, like, every major team and most people are probably keeping shit to themselves, right? It's the World Championship. So I do think Ahsoka will be there, and I've felt that Ahsoka was going to be there since Ahsoka was revealed, and we first realized, hey, you could basically take a whole turn's worth of actions in a single action before your opponent gets to do anything. But my issue with her because she was on my short list for a while, is I have no idea. I should not have done that. I had a pair of scissors on the table because I was opening the box, and I went to toss it, or on the desk, and I went to toss it on the table over there, and it naturally hit the pile of sleeves and just glided the fuck off onto the floor and knocked everything over. So, fuck my life. Anyway, so my issue with Ahsoka is I don't understand how she ever beats 2 Sentinels. You can beat 1. It's tough, but it's doable. 2 Sentinels out of any deck and the game ends. Like, she just sputters out. Now, I'm sure if I had been grinding Ahsoka more, that there's tech to fight it, but I don't get it. Like, I don't know what it is. I've been told it's Galen. I've been told it's Ryder. I've been told that it's playing, and I'm not exaggerating, like 16 0-1 cost units to pair with Neil. And, like, I don't know. I think the whole keeping things to yourself is kind of funny. There's thousands of players. Someone hearing your secret sauce and trying to tech against it doesn't make sense unless it's something. It's not random person. It's the people you will see. So there's the meta game, and then there's the winner's meta game. And the thing is, if you want to win the Galactic, or any tournament, but we're talking Galactic Championship here, you want to win Worlds, you need to prepare for the winner's meta game. Now, you may never get there because you ran into someone's random fucking Bo-Katan pile, like they queued in a 4-person Eternal PQ on the other side of the planet. And then they decided that in their draft, they suddenly they sat down with 7 other people that have never drafted SWU before, and they just smoked everybody. So you're round 1 and constructed. Guess what? They didn't think they were going to make it. They brought Bo-Katan, and that just happens to beat the piss out of you for no fucking reason. That'll happen. It's no different than like random PQ, right? But if you want to actually prepare to win, you need to prepare for what you think will be at the top tables. And if you have secret sauce that is going to do that, so like, for example, Kylo last year, totally unknown like Kylo Red last year. The problem is that it was known even before the event, not to the way that they built it, but like I've mentioned this before, Wombo Kylo, like OTK Kylo, was one of the first things just about everybody who saw the set tried to build. Almost everyone attempted to do that. No one could do it the way the Bothans did. So I'm not trying to take anything away from them. But it was not a novel idea in the sense that like people were trying it in yellow. People were trying it in red, splash for like the Ascension cables like they did or whatever. Nobody put the Tarkin Town and the MiGs and the Witch of the Mist and that stuff together. However, being like sitting down and going, you're Kylo Tarkin Town, what does that mean? And having to wait 4 or 5 turns until you get blown the fuck out to even see it, and then you have to figure out how to salvage it in games 2 and 3 is wildly different than if you had like an hour and a half to prepare, because the first 3 rounds, your buddies saw it and they're like, hey, you need to be ready for this because the ECL guys are on this deck and you're winning and they're winning and you have to understand how to play into it. It does matter. Now, it may not matter uniquely for particular individuals because, like, let's say, like if I decided to roll up with Boba tomorrow or next week, right? Or Obi-Wan. Those would probably be bad choices. Well, Boba would be fine, but Obi-Wan would be bad. But let's say I rolled up with one of those 2 decks, and then all of a sudden the ECL guys go, guess what? It's the remix. We're showing up with fucking Lando Lake Country because we figured out how to beat CAD with it. Well, Lando Lake beats the living shit out of Boba, but if it was a new thing at the time, I would never know that, and like I would have no chance. Whereas at least with this history, a Boba pilot, no pun intended, or an Obi-Wan pilot might have a clue of like, okay, I need to hit these specific cards. I have to hard mulligan for this. I need to make sure that I do X by Y turn. If you're trying to figure that out in real time, like think about when you're testing. How many times have you played a matchup and then it's bang, eureka moment of, oh shit, well, what if I did this instead? Rolled up with Bobo who told you what I'm playing. I don't know, some dickhead. I don't know, that fucking guy. But like in all seriousness, yes. Is it overplayed? How much? Because I've talked to people that are like, just generally in SWU that people share too much information. And compared to when I grew up playing card games, there was no information shared. Like everything was a brand new discovery every tournament. And it was entirely possible to roll up with whatever because people were bad. Like the principles of card games didn't exist. Now it's like people will adapt faster because there is an entire history behind how to properly manage matchups. I was a Boba main and topped a lot with it. Doesn't feel good right now. I think Boba's okay right now. I think Boba, it would not surprise me if a Boba top 8. Like if you told me the top 8 for Galactics was like 2 Ahsokas, 2 Cads, a Boba, either a Luke or a Vader or something, so 2, 4, 6, and then like 2 blue-green villains or a blue-green villain and a Mando, that would not surprise me at all. Like it would not take me by surprise. Similarly, if there were different versions of pilots or whatever, feels good into Cad. Yeah, I agree. I think it beats up Cad. I think Ahsoka is better than Boba players give it credit for, and I think it's worse than Boba and Ahsoka is a closer matchup than I think people are saying. But it also depends on whether you prepare for it or not and what version of Boba you're playing. I think all the pilots are coin flips. So you play any other space aggro and it's like, well, did I open Cyril? Did I open TIE Bomber? Did I open BT-1 or did I open Pride going second? Like, it's dramatically different. And then even within that, it's like if you play into Luke and they control your space, you're fucked. If they don't, you deploy, blow up their entire planet, and then they just die. There's nothing they can do. The blue-green villains you could probably beat, but I think they're going to be tough. Like, I don't love Boba's position, don't get me wrong. Why did I do that again?
Hello there.
I'm not wasting time on this. I was talking about this earlier. I was streaming to my Discord server. I was trying to look for other stuff that's the same guy, so hopefully he'll play it and not just skip. So, like, this is also a thing about knowing the deck lists and knowing what can happen ahead of time. So, in this scenario, he had no fucking clue that I had access to watch this. Like, most Vaders are not playing that card right now. But I am. So the question becomes for him, also I lose to this. I can't beat this opener. Okay, we have a watch this now. Like, if he's thinking, oh, well, I just claim and kill, or like he didn't feel compelled to claim, I guess is the better way to put it. Whereas if he had claimed and had initiative going into 6, he kills me. Like, immediately. In fact, he probably had an opportunity to claim prior to that, and I'm not sure exactly why he didn't, but that's really neither here nor there. We're going to claim. I don't care about the 1-1. But had he known that watch this, like, he's obviously, assuming he knows, like, that he's playing the same guy piloting Vader, he's now going to claim much faster on 5. I guarantee it. That's a curious flock. They are especially curious. So I don't have a tap. Like, resetting this just makes it bigger. And bouncing Han, I guess, saves me 1 damage, but, like... Alright, so it's 2, 4, 6, 25. I think we can get... Like, if he gets initiative... We have to claim after this. See what I mean? Unless he has, like, many, many Jar Jars, I don't think he can get us. Now, he could just go, like, Galen and kill us, but... Ooh, I didn't think about the Cobb math. Is this lethal? Well, wait, is that an... Oh, yeah, that'll... No, that won't make it enough. Is it? Yeah, because he doesn't have the other +2 anymore. It is extremely rare that Ahsoka can just... Fuck. No! I needed to bounce literally any other guy! Okay, so that's a lesson to take away. Actually, no, I think I still get him. Because now he plays this, but it's going to take an action, and I can get him for 8. That is a good takeaway, though. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't learn from wins. But this is exactly why I don't... This is why I'm playing Watch This. I'm posting this into Discord. Give me 1 second. So wait, what did I miss in chat? I got 3 no glory for my friends, paid like $35 for them all. I mean, I probably have 6 no glories. I think I have spares in my like trade binder. But I don't have spare Cyrils, which I'd have to buy, but I kind of do want like fancy versions like Prestige. I'm a little curious. So I do want to pick up like Prestige stuff for Eternal, because even if I give up the game, which I kind of anticipate I'm going to, I do want to play Eternal, and like I would pop in for those PQs. But wait, what? Oh, never mind. For a second, I thought it was something else. So I kind of want to pick up stuff for those decks. You know, Prestige variants. Maybe I'll actually hyperfoil something because then it's not going to rotate, and you know I'll like get more usage out of it. But I haven't decided what it is, like what I'm going to play. So YouTube chat says it died. I don't know what that means or why. It just says something went wrong. I kind of want the 3rd Watch This. I might go 3 Watch This, put both Elzars on the board. I don't even know that I want Elzar. Like, I do like him. There were definitely games where it was winning, like, oh, you claimed or you're tapped out and I still have morons in the sky. All right, Elzar, take 5. And it's enough to ensure that you kill. Like, I think I want to bring it in against maybe blue-green villain. Where I have to kill them before hyperspace. And outmaneuvered, or I keep saying outmaneuver, but Watch This doesn't do anything in that scenario. I don't know. Anyway, chat, I'm going to take a quick break, get some more water, and then we'll get back into stuff. This game really hasn't gone anywhere since I left, huh? Does anybody know whether Warjug and IG2K are legal in Eternal now? It's set 9 when they come back, right? I'm pretty sure they come back with set 9. They're suspended until set 9. That's what I thought. Tony was pinging me about it. I guess he's bringing Django. Can I just say that I'm annoyed as all get out that the fucking side events are best of one? Yeah, nobody wants to spend all day playing the cards. Well, then what the fuck are you here for? How many different events you want to play in? Like, it's hard for me to believe that they are making a killing on just running infinite side events. But there is an incentive for them to run more side events. And this forces more side events because it's like you want to play more, you got to pay again, and you also get more tickets. But like the tickets could be scoped into a singular event, and most of them were last year were fucking single elimination anyway. So I'm going to be very curious if anyone actually plays this year. Like, are people actually going to play in the side events, or are they just going to do last year and scam them? Which I can't fault anybody for. It's a stupid fucking system. What they're the prize wall should be for the, like, okay, hold on. I want to get this out. In other games, when they have this sort of thing, there would be on-demand queues, but the prize wall didn't exist. I think the prize wall is fucking idiotic. They should give out the promos for participating in the fucking events. Like, you just play, you get a bunch of promos. You make it to top 64 or top 128 or first or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. You get more. End of story. When you play in the events, like, maybe they still do the booster packs. And then when you play in the events, like the side events, you get the boosters. But when I was playing Magic, when I played the WoW TCG, when I played other events, and you run, or other games, and you run side events, it's like a win a box. So it's either the winner gets a box and everybody else gets nothing, or it's like half a box for first, quarter of a box for second, etc., and it's a breakdown. And if people want to split it, who cares? Doesn't matter. It's your problem. Like, the judge just walks up, goes, here's the box, figure it the fuck out, and walks away. And that's it. And then you only need regular product. You don't need to worry about the fucking prize wall. You don't need to worry about 19 sets of tickets and whether somebody can game the system or do that or fucking jerk off in the corner and somehow walk away with 10,000 super laser blasts. Like, what the fuck? I was told a couple days ago that apparently it was the fucking vendors who also caused some of the shortages because they had gone up and they said, oh, well, you can just buy event tickets. So they just said, hey, you go buy event tickets and then buy up all the fucking promos. And then bang, all of a sudden, all the vendors have promos. I don't know if that's true, but it seems kind of scummy. I'm kind of annoyed that, like... All right, hold on, we're going to switch to this. Because I think this armor is running pilots. Just based on the units they played. But, like, why aren't they running win-a-boxes for the side events? And then, like I said, you want to push people to give the promos out. Like, I don't know. The whole fucking prize wall just needs to go away. And they need to stop valuing their shitty sleeves and stuff like that at anything. Anything. They're terrible. Just give people the fucking sleeves. Don't count the tote bag as part of the fucking package. Eat a dick. If I see another fucking tote bag in my life. It's funny because the one from the sector, which is also the one we got for Galactics, is sitting like right over there. And every time I look over to get my water, I see it and I want to scream. Like the prize wall sounds great in theory. You get this attempt at, oh, well, there's granularity to being able to choose what things you want. Well, part of the issue is that there are too many fucking promos of too many cards. So if you cut down the promos so that there was a higher demand for the promos, then you could just give them away and people would be satisfied with that because it's like, oh, well, I didn't want this one, but it's worth $250, so I can turn around and hand it to the fucking vendor and get all the cards I want. Instead, we have promos that are going to be worth $4 10 minutes after the Galactics concludes, and then nobody ever wants them, and apparently they shred them, which is also idiotic. If you're going to have this prize wall bullshit, you should have the stuff from previous years so that you could have them on the prize wall and be like, oh, you missed out? Well, you can spend your tickets by getting the stuff from last year because this is the only way to get them. It just comes down to they didn't want to ship it back and forth and they don't want to be responsible. But instead, we're going to ship 45 metric fuck tons of Twilight. If I get another Twilight weekly play pack this year, when whatever inevitable catastrophe befalls this entire disaster piece, I'm going to self-immolate. I don't know about the support ship invader. Why did this guy concede? This has been happening so much lately, and I don't get it. I want to see what the rest of this deck is. You can't tell that there are observers, right? Like, why did you end the game there? Unless they're in comms. I don't know if I didn't notice the base, so I don't think this is the same guy. This is absolutely not the same person. What the fuck? That motherfucker has 17 health. Even if you crash both guys into it, it's not enough. You need extra help. The funny thing is, though, it's going to take 2 actions for the armorer to kill. Oh. And that's game over. That's game over. That's actually hilarious. It's very sad for armor fans everywhere, but that's funny. All right, I want to see the other one. Yeah, so this looks more like a standard version. Or at least something more akin to what we're seeing. So he's going to improvise identity. He's going to try and hit the maul. If he hits the maul, he can take the Victor leader and save a bunch of damage. Axe Woves is not good enough, in fact. This guy's cooked as well. I think this is one of my issues with their design philosophy is like, I think the armorer could have been very fun. And maybe this is a concession to, like, if I went up to them at World and said, look, I'm not a fan of anything you're doing. All the cool stuff, the fun stuff, it sucks. Why does it suck? Like the armor. Why does the armor suck? And they're going to be like, well, it was a problem for a card that's in set 10. You know, like come set 10, this if we didn't do this now, like it would have been a problem. And it's a seed card because then it like gets way better come set 10 or something. I could accept that. I would still be annoyed because I don't like that idea. Like I refuse to believe that there's no way to try and balance those two objectives. I understand that sometimes it's just the way life is, but it annoys the shit out of me that it's even possible for that to occur. But it would at least like make sense. But they've made Fennec and the Armor and DJ and Saw and Beckett like so bad. Unless this Vader has a beguile. Anyway, I don't know. This is only resource 5. So I'm thinking about the Ahsoka lines. If I were Ahsoka playing into Vader and I knew they had watched this, I think you need to push them into you must watch this territory just to not die and then deploy. Somebody had done that to me earlier where it was like I was just in a catch-22. I'm thinking back on those games that I just played against a Ahsoka guy, and I think if they had, and it might not have worked given how much damage they had taken, but like, don't deploy to push a bazillion damage. What you need to do is push a little bit of damage and then deploy to get the kill immediately, because otherwise, like, you're just not, like, I'm never going to let you do your thing. This looks like Ralph's version. I think he's the only person who is running this. We'll check back on that one. I want to see. Like, can we find the other armor again? The vehicle armor? Not that the one with the grit ship couldn't be the vehicle one. Because you can play... So, how do I... See, opt out of AI queries. That's what I want. Aspect. We'll do ability. Pilot. Aspect. Green. Red. Or green, blue. Yellow. Alright. I don't know how to do the multi-search. We'll do this, and then it could be any of yellow, green, blue. Alright, so this is the one we saw get cooked, so let's see what the other one is. Grit ship with no grit. More like grit shit. And we don't want, must not be heroism. Or villainy. So these are the only neutral pilots. I remember looking at this and they were pretty bad. So like this one, I think costs 2. Yeah, like even that, this one costs 1, which is, okay, this could hypothetically work. Because underdropping by 1 isn't terrible. But the rest of that, like I think Trace costs 1. Yeah. So it's a +1, +2, and then you get a heal, but like who cares? The other ones are just really difficult to set up. And then you add this guy who costs 2. It's a cute idea, but unless you're playing them off aspect, like, is Han Pilot worth playing for 4? There's no way. I mean, you could. So if you have a ship and you go Armorer, deploy, swing, play the Han, get like action sheet, like to be a fake Yularen, it doesn't seem very good, but I don't know. Wait, why are you attacking? What? How much health did this? Oh, because he got to kill everything because of R5. That's why. That's why. Got him. Hashtag got him. This is one of the ones that would have gone into, if you would ask me, like, what's going to top 8. It would not surprise me if Ezra made it there. I don't think the aggro decks are very good right now, but they are not so bad as to be unplayable. I just think they're tier 2, which to me is a bad deck. Like, tier 2, in my mind, is your cards are weaker. So you must hit the right matchups and get lucky on draws. Whereas a tier 1 deck, your matchups across the board are strong. So you can just simply win the day because your deck is better. I know everybody's thrilled at watching the armor, but I don't know. This is one of the cooler leaders, and I just like Saw was cool, partially because he was one of the first, multi-aspect leaders, if you count DJ. Otherwise, he would be the first along with Beckett. And he did enable some unique gameplay, but they, similar to Thrawn 4, they were never going to print enough stuff to support him. No, you're saying the case or however much you got was hell, but did you get any especially good pulls? I did not. So 0. I have 1 box left. I was saving it to see if my son changed his mind about opening stuff, because he usually likes opening packs. But I told him earlier before the stream that I need these open tonight because I'm gonna I need to know so I can tell people what cards I have to borrow. I opened some prestiges. Like, I got a prestige Luke. That was it. I got a handful of legendary. Like, I think I have a playset of Ninth Sisters, which is good because it's one of the cards I wanted out of the set. I think I got 2 Pre-Vizslas. It was I don't know, like I think the Luke Prestige is probably the best thing, which is part of the problem. The packs aren't like you open anything cool. The Ahsoka one? Yeah, the Ahsoka one. There are more, like, the legendaries are not, oh man, I opened this legendary, which you knew was going to be dog shit. Now it's like, oh, these legendaries are actually good, so I want them. But I do not feel that they are worth, like, I bought a case, and then I was saying earlier, I got 2 more boxes yesterday because I had store credit, and I do not feel that they, what the fuck? I guess grit. It was worth it. I probably could have gotten everything from the set for the cost of the case. Or if not everything, like almost everything. It was absolutely not worth it. I got a Prestige Marok from Draft Friday, sick. They said I don't think I got a single Chimera. I don't think I got a single one. So I will be on the hunt for there's no prestige for them, right? I think it's pre Ninth Sister and Chimera don't have prestiges, which allegedly was intentional. I'm pretty sure pre-Vizsla is the, like, if you got 1 billion PQ points promo. Alright. I think I'm done walking. It is too hot. Oh, there's a Ninth Sister from Galactics. I don't remember. Like, I didn't really pay attention to what the promos were. I thought there was a Palpatine promo. I think my target... My wife must have just walked in the door because the dog is going bananas. I think my target on the prize wall is going to be getting the showcases for the Twin Suns leaders, and then I'll just sell those. Oh, sector participation? Okay.
Hello there.
You know what's going to happen is I'm going to play round 1, round 2 after the... Like, I'm going to squeak out of the draft at 2-1. And then I am going to end up playing 2 Lukes in a row. And I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Just going to buy a CAD showcase. I haven't actually looked at it, but I assume it's a good looking showcase. I'd like to play this, but I don't know if we're going to get an opportunity. Oh, I should have resourced this. What was I thinking? I should have kept both those cards and got rid of these. You're trading yours? Wait, I thought you said you got... Your showcases were vain. I'm a little disappointed I didn't open a showcase. Oh, Scott pulled one. Gotcha. I can't beguile this fucker. For a jelly sandwich. A firm handshake. I should have played the Clone Squad sooner on that turn, but... Not sure I understand, but when you said by a raptor... What? What are we talking about? Looks great in person, but I have no desire to play CAD. I think CAD will probably be a fun deck to play. There's no way he kills this by damage. So, like, do I guess I do this, so that way if he kills this, I can still deploy to something with a tree. We'll take that and give it to you. Now watch, he's gonna play a fucking Vader or something, and I'm gonna lose my shit. What do I need to add to the sandwich? Let too crazy flow. I think you're already handling that. I honest to God, am not sure what you're trying to communicate. Let the crazy flow. Let the bodies hit the floor. I was very confused as to what you were trying to communicate, to be honest. If he has a second condemn, I'm going to lose my mind. I didn't realize how much damage I had taken. Why will people refuse to run the game back? It's only going to get more confusing. Okay. So he opened this. What did he do turn 2? It was this into this, maybe? Yeah, he played the Dark Trooper. Then he sabered. Then he played this. So, like, his clock was pretty significant. Nice mask. Sure.
Hello there.
Have I hit it now? Is that what that means, chat? That, like, I'll get weird messages in chat? Oh. Okay, chat. Do I end the stream early to go watch the the ECL town hall? Because I kind of want to. I can watch the VOD, but like their content is, in my opinion, the best content. I don't even think it's my opinion. I think it is just like factual that their stuff is the best. In terms of like what the fuck is this? Well, I think it's time to pack this one in. Oh boy. This one just lets me tap. If it was Death Space, we wouldn't be able to tap. But he could still ping into Dagger and, like, we just lose. So he should, yeah, either pass or, like, play something, and then it's fine. We're gonna do this. Shielded. I will choose not to give you my shield. Got the feed bag on. Sure. What are we talking about here? Sir, are you on drugs? We could trade this, but I really don't want to. So what I could have done, I guess, was run that guy in, like run the shuttle in, then ping. I was going to say him before collateral. I forgot he had the justifier, but not the guy with an upside down hat. First of all, you are probably upside down. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. So that definitely has to happen. Do we... All right, this guy's being weird. I'm gonna kick him. I think to get back in this game, we have to have this. Yep. Fucking YouTube. Where is this? I'm trying to do multiple things at once, chat. What did he do? I looked away for a second. He did mean things. So we could tap him. I don't know that this really gets us much, though. So he could still do that. I guess we gotta take the 8. This? Yikes. Yeah, we're in a rough spot here. So how many... Did he play 2 Hallcrafts, or did he... He didn't discard that. Yeah, he played 2 Hallcrafts, right? We also had a terrible start. Yeah, this is death. Let's see if he'll run it back. Sweet. Somebody ran it back! It's a Christmas fucking miracle. I don't think Cad is an Elzar matchup. It might be. Oh, is that you? I don't pay attention to any names, so if you see me, just ping me. We'll mulligan that. In before we get smoked by Battered Hallcraft again. He's got the Rancor. You won one, then I won the next 2. We played a bunch of CADs, so that... I believe you. Yeah, I had a feeling he had that guy. We'll kill that guy. Alright, let's get blown out. Oh, he doesn't have it! You have that? Interesting. He didn't have the IG. He does have that, though. Ugh. This is what I'm concerned about. I don't think you can actually beat CAD if they don't want you to. Which obviously they don't want you to. Constable. Whoop, Constable. Didn't have it. Okay, so he's got a bunch of other shit that we don't want. So I think we take the Chimera, to be honest. He's got a bunch of other shit that we care about, but not really. What was harder than CAD just because of indirect and upgrade hate for Condemn? I have 100% win rate into Vader Yellow with CAD. I mean, I beat CADs all the time, but it really just depends. Like, I don't think that the CAD matchup is very good. And that's why I've, like, in discussing it with people, so what did he have? He had 2 other removal cards, right? Like, that was it. I'm gonna hit him with this. You drew Constable IG? Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. If this guy had a one-wish will, I don't know if there was anything else he could have asked for. Or whatever the fuck the thing is from that movie. You guys know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what any of that means. I actually, like, I knew the director. Like, I don't know him, but I knew of the director because him and I don't know if the other guy is in the movie. But like they do a bunch of YouTube shorts and stuff, or had previously done. I'm sure they're still doing it, but whatever. You get the point. And I was watching their stuff for like the last couple years or whatever, and I didn't even know that he was related to the movie. Because like they refer to each other on a first name basis, but I don't know what the fuck his last name is. So it was just like an interesting thing to learn. I'm keeping this because I don't have a turn 2 play right now. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I've heard that it's a decent movie. Rider on clone ship. 100% that's what's... You could name Victor Leader. Oh, he named Victor Leader. Get wrecked, dweeb. He hasn't demonstrated tree yet. So I was planning on playing hold for questioning this turn, but now that we have the Garindin, I'm not as worried. We can do hold plus Garindin next turn. I am gonna crash. This will do 5 no matter what, so I can't preserve the the clone ship. We actually can't hold for questioning the rider to get the constable, which is a problem. Can take that hyperspace though. We may not be able to kill him fast enough. Yeah, I could have hit the BT, but I didn't want this thing to get through. I wonder if I was supposed to take that, but I don't think it's possible for me to win if he if he hyperspaces, I'm just dead, right? Like there's just straight up no fucking hope. But yeah, I actively chose to hit the rider because like I was thinking, oh, I'll hit Chimera, and then if he has, or like if I hit the rider, or if I do go for the BT and he has a no glory, he can just kill the clone ship. Was really more what I was thinking. Me digging around doing all of this, I could just attack and like force him to claim. Because all he has to do is draw another hyperspace and the game is over. This guy's playing some oddball stuff, but not like out of the question. The big thing that I've taken away from this particular match is that he did not. So he was main decking all this shit because we lost game 1, right? But the big takeaway is that on turn 1, he played this and not an Onyx Brute. He played this and not a Battered Hallcraft, which we know he's running. Those would have been fucking blowouts. BT did dick. He also named the wrong thing. I don't think you name Victor Leader. I get he played it on turn 2, so like he wanted to name a turn 2 card. But I think Clone Ship is how you win this matchup. You can't, if you're CAD, you cannot allow them to have Clone Ship. That's the big difference. Oh, Troy is doing it now. I misread his message. He said he's moving it up an hour, not whatever. I thought it was an hour from now. I'm pretty sure I know the store that Maddie's at right now. I'm pretty sure this is Red Seal Gaming. Because they have this like rack and they have the Warhammer stuff, and I think it was set up like that. I hate Dryads. I know Riftbound is League of Legends, but I will forever see them as the Dryads from Warcraft 3, and I hate Dryads. They're so fun. Like, the slow poison is so annoying. I don't like Rider yet. I don't like Rider at all. I think Galen's fine because you can name a card that's already in play. There's an argument that like them being able to still play the card is problematic. But I don't like Rider because, yes, you can argue it rewards meta knowledge, and now would be one of the worst times for that. And generally, I do agree that, you know, on any given turn, is there a significant difference between playing Rider and me going, oh, I'm going to hold for questioning on resource 5 to make sure that I can fish for Constable? If I had a green or yellow Rider, I would probably be playing it. I mean, I am. It's Garindon. But the problem is that in the, like, I don't think CAD really has the silver, like, there's not a silver bullet answer. Well, I guess there is. I don't know. Like, it just always feels like a tempo negative play where you could have just played a guy. Like, imagine if he played fucking Ogdo Bogdo instead of this thing. I didn't even have the Victor Leader. Even if I did, I had other plays because it's so early in the game. You had to, like, brick my turn by playing this, and you're just doing it blindly. On turn 2, it doesn't seem right. Maybe into, like Ahsoka, because this was the argument somebody had said play Ryder in Ahsoka. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You played on turn 2, you name Marok, they don't get a Sentinel. But then they play Commando the next turn, or they just kill the fucking Ryder with their guy that's on board already and pings. And it's like, okay, so you accomplish dick. Because all that matters is that they can play the Sentinel before the deploy turn or on the deploy turn if they get initiative. Now, if you're saying like late resource 5, play the Ryder, name Marok, you're still now flipping coins to say, well, do they have Commando? Or if you name Commando, do they have Marok? Or do they play Droid Laser Turret? Because there's a bunch of CADs running around with that. It has to be, it's only this card that can beat me. Or you have to just make insane reads on your opponent. Of course, in addition to the obvious, like, oh, this is the silver bullet answer sort of thing. Anyway, this was an informative series, so like that makes me feel a little better. I still think it's bad. But this is like playing Vader into CAD feels like playing Yularen into Boba. Where like I know what I have to do. I need them to not draw the thing that their entire deck is predicated on, is what it boils down to. And it's like, okay, well, if they don't do the one thing they're supposed to do, I can win. I forgot about Casca, but Casca's another card too. Now, if you're going into Resource 6, there's no way to set up a Casca as a Sentinel. Well, maybe not no way, but it's extremely unlikely, right? Like, you're just probably not going to. Because you would have to have already had a token, which I guess presumes the existence of a previous Casca that also went off. Which, like, if you're chaining Cascas, yeah, you probably fucking beat him, right? I do wonder if Ahsoka would work in Eternal. Like, can you just kill fast enough because of the support mechanic? Because say you're playing against Django and you just go, okay, claim. You can't kill all my guys. They'll be untapped. And then I just go deploy, take fucking 18. Because the units will be better, right? I mean, I assume they're better. I haven't looked. I don't know about how it would do into Yoda, because even though you can crap out a ton of damage if Yoda deploys on the same turn because they ramp twice, does it even matter? This is kind of funny. I'm telling you, I feel like Pit of Carcoon is a thing. I just don't know what that thing is yet, besides shit. In any other game, it would actually be a very powerful effect to tutor for a specific card and be able to feed your graveyard, but they don't want anything other than dudes mashing dudes. It's like a weird rugby game. It's the only thing they want. All right, chat. I'm gonna get some more water and take a break. We've been streaming for a few hours, so I'll be right back. Don't go away. I was hoping to be locked on a deck already, because... And by, like, locked on a deck, I mean, like, actually excited about playing a particular deck. And the reason for that is I reminded my boss that, hey, I'm going to be away for, like, a little over a week. Because I'm leaving for Vegas, and then I took the whole following week off because I'm going to Gen Con. So I'm traveling back on Monday, and then we were going to leave again on Wednesday. And it's like, well, why am I bothering? I'll just take Tuesday off too, because I never take time off. And I reminded him, and he's like, oh, we got to have like 80,000 meetings. I'm like, fantastic. Can't wait. It's a good thing my office is it's below the ground level. Otherwise, I'd throw myself off the roof. Has anybody played this deck? Like, played with this deck? It seems awful. It does not seem good. There's no way to equip something with an upgrade and then immediately attack, right? Like, there's no way to put a Camtono on something and then immediately attack. I get why there isn't, but I never remember cards, so maybe there's some, like, weird draft bullshit that I forgot about. I used to be much better about remembering cards, and now I don't remember shit. See, like, this is kind of cute, the improvised identity, because even if you don't hit the mall, and this guy's running Punk Krell, but, like, even if you don't hit those things, it's not the end of the world to hit a Han or an Axe Woves. The biggest issue, though, is you are all in on this fucking Voltron, and it is not very good. Like, now they're protecting it, so alright, you got some help. But if you ever kill this Voltron, the deck just folds. I would have attacked the armor. Yes, you can technically kill it this turn, but, like, what if they hit a mall again? It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. Because you know this guy was relying on hitting that fucker with the Dark Tyrannus. Now, it would not have necessarily changed that they do this, but at least it gives you more options now to try and address it. All right, I want to... Is this just like the Veiled Shot list? It looks like it. I mean, it would also explain why there's 80,000 of them on Carabas. He does post the deck list. For some reason, I was thinking he didn't post the deck list. This way I don't have to, like, manually... Like, what the fuck? Why is YouTube being a pain in the nuts? Like, I don't understand why we're playing Krea's Whispers. Well, I take that back, because this is the Brainstorm thing, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Brainstorm thing, so you can set up the improvised whatever. That at least makes sense. So my wife opened the last box. Guess what our prestiges are, chat? God, put your predictions in chat as to what the prestiges are. I'll give you a hint. They're not fucking good. Veiled has never been to a PQ, which surprises me. I mean, people enjoy the game in different ways. It's fine. I didn't know that. I'm sure there are people out there that are like, oh, he's scared or something like that. But I'm sure it's more like maybe he just real life he can't do it. I don't know. Like, is YouTubing his? It can't. I don't know if he has multiple channels or he does other games, because there's zero chance that he is making a living off of producing Star Wars Unlimited content. That is possible, but you need to be at the scale of Woo or the KTOD guys or something like that. He said he'd have to travel. I mean, there you go. I don't know where he's from. I don't actually watch his stuff. All right, chat. So you want to see our prestiges? Big yikes. And we also got a Prestige T6 Bright Hope shuttle, which I didn't know was a Prestige. I didn't know that was even a thing you could get. Yeah, these were some shitty fucking boxes. And I'm pretty sure they didn't open a Carbonite, because if they did, one of them would have come running down. Or a Carbonite, a showcase, rather. One of them would have come, my wife or my son would have come running down here to tell me. T6 is good at least. It's playable. Like, I would hold on to that because it'll, like, go in the box. I'll probably sell the Luke one, because I imagine, I don't know for sure, but I imagine that there is value there. So this is the version of Ahsoka that I'm told is very good. So I want to see this. And I know it's this version because it's running Naughty Nomad. They're still opening the box. I don't know what the legendaries are. My wife just sent me pictures to say that she hates the prestiges. And I'm like, I like how these prestiges look. I think they look sick. I mean, those particular ones are kind of ugly. Like, I don't know that Carson's art is very good. Here's the thing, though. I think the art in Star Wars Unlimited is generally shit. Like, across the board. It doesn't matter the set. It doesn't matter the theme, the character, the thing, whatever. The vast majority of it is dog shit. And I think when I argue with people about the best prestiges, I still think that the Set 6 prestiges, both the bounties and the propaganda posters, are the best. I don't count the Set 4 ones, and the reason I don't count the Set 4 ones is because it's just better art. Like, there's nothing unique that says prestige about this to me. I think Marok, regular, and prestige. Yeah, it's not like universal. Every single piece of art in the game is bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that as a whole, like, I've been shuffling cards here the whole time. Like, I'm looking at Vanquish. The art on Vanquish is not good. I understand what it's trying to convey, but it's just, like, not great art. Death by Droids is fine, but, like, 501st Liberator is just, like, random clone. Like, Headhunter Squadron. Like, the vast majority of the art is just, like, not very good, in my opinion. We could debate as to why. It's not really important. The more important thing is this. I think that the Set 4 prestiges, JTL, aren't great prestiges. They're just great art. To me, a prestige card needs to look much more unique than what they did. If they had that art on the regular cards, I think everybody would just be like, yeah, that's good art. And they would accept it as regular art in the regular set. Whereas all of the following prestiges, even the shitty ones, they at least look so different that you could say, oh, well, that is a unique art treatment for the card. Now, I think that, like, the Set 5 and Set 7 prestiges are worse than most, like, especially Set 5. Set 7 isn't as bad, but it's not very good. I don't know. This guy just conceded. Why? I saw a guy playing Boba Lake using Shapoopy Pirate Skiff. What? That's not a real card. That can't possibly. What the fuck is a Shapoopy? Isn't that sounds like a Peter Griffin thing? Isn't that like a Family Guy joke? That's not a card. What the fuck is a Shapoopy? Skiff. Oh, this thing? Oh, that's great. Fucking Shapoopy pirate skiff. That, oh man, that's a card of all time. Let me tell you. I'm first picking this thing on day 2. I don't care what's in the pack. You know what's weird to me? I thought this thing was made of wood for a long time. Like, until I looked at it, like, opening packs, I thought this thing was made of wood. But then you notice, like, in the back, there's, like, this little fire trail. Like, right there. And then, like, you can see the thruster on the side. And there's a little bit of metal over here. I'm sure it's supposed to look like wood, but it's weird. Yep. I hate that Carabas does this. Got to put Boba on that ATST that is conditional ambush. That vehicle's... Dude, I hope you're running that raw line, because I think that thing is legit. I don't know how many shitter units you have that are, like, no-names. Because, like, if you're running the droids and all that kind of stuff, you may not have that many. But I'm... Notably, that thing is not fucking Imperial, which is annoying. It also... Or it is... Is it Imperial? I'm pretty sure it's not Imperial, but it also doesn't work with Gideon. And people were talking about it, like you could make it work where it's like what if it started baseline with ambush and then it loses ambush if you don't meet the condition, was the suggestion, because then it would work with Gideon, as opposed to the other way around. I would, but I don't have many no-names. I don't know, like, I haven't looked at it. There's probably a way to make the no-names work. Keep hitting the mic by accident. Like, there's probably a way to make the no-names work. I don't know what that is, but it seems viable. Shadow of Ligma Prime. So we were talking about this earlier. Allegedly, the, like, shitter version of this deck, like the one we're looking at with the Alliance Outpost, is good. I haven't seen a deck list, so I don't know what's in it. I might try and build it now. I just don't know what you're powering out. Like, I have to imagine you're primarily generating credits, right? I guess you could put a shield on Ahsoka or something later in the game. Or an XP or whatever. Like, the XP could matter. Like, you move the XP onto something, and then all of a sudden you, like, instead of starting with, like, a 2-attack guy, and then you underdrop, and it's like, oh, I can't pump my guy. All right, well, I turn the shield into whatever. But the problem is that requires having a shielded idiot to begin with. What? Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think it matters, because you still have to kill that fucking Ventress. I think if you're Shin, maybe you just claim, but I guess he was worried about another Sentinel or something. All right, let's take a peek at this. I had started to try and work on it, and it just seems so bad. So we want cost. What the fuck? Get that out of here. Cost 1 type unit. So we can run the Nomad. The problem is, like, these guys have to be heinously bad into CAD, right? I don't know what you're cutting. It has to be stuff like this, right? There's no way it's this. I think they said they're running this. We'll cut the ANs because you're going to be vomiting your hand on the board. This seems awful. So this is, like, you are pretty likely to go 1-1 with this. But don't you then just die to a fucking Cyril? You also don't get the guy first turn unless you have to have the, what's it called? You have to have the kneel. I have no idea. Maybe these guys are in the deck? I don't know. I'll try it 1 or 2 games and then want to set it on fire. I'm suddenly very hungry, chat.
Hello there.
My wife says Neil lives up to his flavor text. She means the subtitle, but I think you guys know what she means. If you have a CAD showcase, I'll trade. I don't even like jelly. I legit really dislike jelly. I don't like sweet things. That's kind of what it boils down to. There are very few things that are sweet that I actually eat. If I get a CAD showcase, I'll 100% part with it. I'm not keeping that shit. I guess I do this. I can always punch whatever he gets. I mean, he's probably going to play a Merc, yeah. Experience, shield, or credit. I don't think any of those matter right now. Actually, we could convert this and then crap out an Amidala. We're going to create a credit. Just in the event that he kills it, I guess it doesn't matter. It probably would have been better to leave it. No, because then I would have lost it. I was thinking that if I... For this, yeah. Or we're going to be able to kill it anyway. I'm telling you, Neil may be cute in this art, but he is an abomination in the show. I haven't actually seen the show. I just saw, like, an image. And I hope to God that, like, in the actual show, he doesn't look the way he looks in the picture, because he looks horrifying. That is some nightmare-ass shit. We actually get kind of a cool play with Neil into Flock this turn. Problem is he can deploy and kind of wreak havoc. Jelly sandwich offer will pay off eventually. It might. It might, Rabbit. It might. I mean, I don't love this deck, but this is kind of cool. I do love playing 1-1 as my opener. I do love that. I do. I think it's really bad into this particular format, but... Yikes. Big fucking yikes. He's just going to deploy and blow it up, but... Maybe. Now we got to figure out how we can scrape across the finish line. Yeah, I was going to say, you got to blow that guy up. Problem is, we don't have him dead first action next turn. Well, I guess we do with Ahsoka, but I was kind of assuming that he had something to say about it. This was kind of sick, because, like, the powered out Amidala was very good. Because one of the biggest issues I've had with this deck is on Resource 5 is when you kind of have to play Nothing Left to Fear in order to clear out a Sentinel or whatever. But because we were able to play Amidala on 4, it gave us the option on 5 to continue doing shit before the deploy.
Hello there.
Huh. Oh, what? Yeah, poor Depot. This doesn't seem like a good hand, but I'm going to keep it because I don't know what a good hand for this version is. We do kind of want to set this up, though. Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to get this. This seems terrible to do this, but we're going to try. Why do androids exist in the Star Wars universe? Like, what do they do? Obviously, these ones are like moving rocks or something. I shouldn't have pumped. That was like quite literally pointless. Just gotta hope he doesn't have a constable. Mando season 3. What the fuck did? Come on! Fuck this guy. They were helping Luke build his little temple where he's training Grogu. But, like, is that their job? Like, they literally only move rocks? They have to be able to do other shit, I presume. Alright, we're gonna get smoked by this fucking Y-Wing. What did he do? Oh, he attacked. Huh. Why would he do that? Seems odd. I guess it's just Amidala. We're just dead on deploy. I think we're dead no matter what. This is absolutely one where the base health hurt us. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, that start was not good. They were just depicted doing it. It's just like such a weird droid design. You know what I mean? Like it. I wonder if I'm just supposed to hard mulligan for Neil. I'm gonna hard mulligan for Neil. We got the Neil and we got nothing to fucking go with it. Great. The system shock was actually fucking brutal. Yeah, I mean, the Star Wars universe has all of these unique purpose droids, and it's just like... I get it. It's just kind of odd that they exist. You know what I mean? Like, they are so uniquely purposed, but I guess in the real world, we have such uniquely purposed machines, it's not crazy. Especially when you, like, half of these things, or all of these things, are sentient anyway. I guess we do this first. There was never a time where we were going to be able to do this, I don't think. Because now we can ping this, you can do that. If I... No matter what one I buff, it's dead. If I claim... I guess we just claim and crash. It's not a fighter. I mean, he's a fighter, just not a fighter. I wish I could sack the Gunji. We are so far behind, it's hilarious. Like, he's going to pilot this Red 5, and we're just going to immediately die. What's he doing? We'll pass. Porgs! It's kind of unfortunate that Porg isn't, like, its own unique creature type. So you can deploy Cinta and snipe the Amidala. How much I spent for the case? It's like 500 something. I did not get $500 worth of cards, I can tell you that. I could have spent $200 less and gotten everything I wanted. And probably almost, most if not all of it in hyperspace and whatever. Paid a little over 300 for my legendaries. Well, like, how many did you get? And which ones? Because that's the thing, is a lot of the power cards are legendaries this time. So, for example, like, for Law, I think I only paid, like, $300, and I basically got the entire set. I definitely missed out on, like, some of the jank bullshit legendaries and things. But that was because I chose to, like, not give a fuck about those. I ended up getting them later on. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a full set now from playing in events and stuff, but... Oh, wait. If he... So he could do 3 to... Yeah, I have to do this first, because otherwise he kills it. And then I can just claim and kill whatever he attacks. Or it doesn't do. I think if he had the Cinta, we would have been in trouble. Ooh. He's 1 damage short. I'll trigger, get rid of Jar Jar. Or no, he's 2 damage short. Close one. Very close one. Neil, get in there. Get in there, little buddy. I know nothing about Neil. I've never seen Skeleton Crew. I don't think we can give up the Han. I would like the Owen, but we can use this to convert. Yikes. Big fucking yikes. Actually, I don't know why I put it there. I should put it on Han. I'll put that on Han. I don't give a fuck about this guy, but we can still buff like this. The only reason to not do this is, so like, I'm a little surprised he didn't ping this. So the difference here is that he could have drawn air superiority to kill the Han this turn. So I maybe needed to attack with Han and possibly just claim. I think we need her. I don't know. We're pretty far behind damage-wise. Like, if he has a Cinta, we're dead. That also is not good. So if I do not get initiative, can I win? I don't think so. But I don't think we can kill him in one hit. We just have to hope he doesn't have a Cinta. If I put him to 24... Well, if he puts me at... Oh, we are dead if he gets initiative, so I can't... Well, if he attacks with this, then... We're not pass. So, like, if he... we're gonna trigger that. We were never getting there anyway. So if I did 4 more damage, we were still dead. Because the thought was, if I could... No, I could only do 2. I could have got 2 more damage, but that's it. Yeah, we were just a little short. The Kid Fisto mattered. Because we would have been able to probably claim, like, get... Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. We probably could have claimed into, like, get 2 attacks in and then claim.
Hello there.
Or he would have been forced to claim and then unable to do anything unless he had a Cinta. So I am not overly impressed. Like, it was kind of cool that first game. The last game didn't really impress me. It's possible I was supposed to just attack, because if he plays Marok, that could be annoying. Kill switch is also fucking annoying. Yeah, we can't convert the XP yet. I hate doing this because if he plays like a commando, we're going to be in deep shit. I don't know how many force guys I'm supposed to be playing for Owen, but it does not seem like we're going to draw. There's like a couple, but there's not a whole lot. I couldn't even tell you what they are. It's like Obi-Wan, and I don't even know if there's another one. I'll give you a no disintegration. So we could convert that. Does that mean anything? I don't think it does. Maybe I should have killed the Acolyte. I don't know if we're going to need to play the Galen this turn in order to bypass the Sentinel. What the fuck? That is certainly a card of all time. It's weird that that counts as an undo, so just a cancel. Because that means now I have to get the guy to allow me to undo at a later point if I want to do something like that. We don't need to convert these, do we? We could convert something to an XP, but I think we'd rather have the bodies, question mark. We can just deploy the Galen, like plot the Galen. This fucking guy. Well, yeah, you can only use it once, so. This is so awkward. Guess maybe I was supposed to kill this guy like 1,000 turns ago. Actually, deploying... Hold on, I should have deployed. Because if he deploys first, I won't get to use anything. I have no idea if it's worth it. I'm being told that this deck is very good. I do not believe it. I can tell you so far it's only mattered in that Luke game. I mean, the only games I've played with this deck are the ones you guys have witnessed right now. I don't really care about the differential. Because the different, like, I don't think that's a very good argument. I hear that from people all the time. And, like, yes, it is a big difference in the health. But that is not what's important. What's important is what can you expect from the deck running that, whatever that base is. What is their damage output? Because if, like, this isn't a thing, but, like, let's say there was a blue villain Lake Country deck that just milled you out. Well, who fucking cares that it has 8 more health than you? It just has more health. Like, it's just a number target that you need to get to. It only matters in race scenarios, which was very important in last meta, admittedly. Like, you did care about your ability to outrace somebody because of aggressive negotiations. That is more or less irrelevant in this meta because almost nobody's playing aggressive negotiations. Whether they should be is another discussion, but, like, almost nobody's, like, I can probably count on one hand the number of negotiations that have been played, let alone changed a game since this set came out. The thing is, like, it absolutely won me the first series that we played, and it won me the one game against Luke. If I was on the regular base, I would not have won that game, I don't think. But we also lost a game that we possibly would have won against Luke if I was on a 30 base. So, I don't know,
Hello
maybe.
there.
You could play the rest of this stuff in 30. The advantage is like being able to play. Jesus Christ. I swear, I only draw Han when I draw it in all three. You. Like, I have a hard time believing that playing idiots like this is worth it. But, I don't know. That's a problem. He should probably punch. Well, I was going to say he should punch my Han, but I'm not sure that's true. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like all the Hans are fucking glued to each other. So, we've only had one game where I was able to ramp something. There are scenarios where you could hypothetically be trying to put a experience on something. So, I have this idiot out here. I take his shield, I put an XP on Han so that his first attack, he's a 3/3. Instead of just a 2/2 or something like that. It also then, so like say they go space and I start Nomad Han. Well, that isn't a great example. It'd say I start, well, Owen doesn't work either. I don't know, like two guys that, like, I guess Neil. So we have Neil, Nomad. They're both 1/1s. This, I could move an experience to Neil, so I can immediately buff the Nomad and attack for 3 on turn 1. Is that good? I mean, it doesn't seem bad. I don't know if it's good enough into, say, like CAD. So the scenario, because we were talking about this, like, Cyril is got to be a nightmare for this because it's a disaster. That's the whole reason Vader has gone away from playing 1 costs, like 1/1 on turn 1, because you get blown the fuck out if they have Cyril. It's like you've already committed 2 cards and then they're making you discard more, or you lose the guy that you invested in anyway. So, like, why not just play a sturdier guy on 1? And then even if you discard in that scenario, they're just going to hit you with a collateral and then you just lose. So, one thing that that was being suggested to me is that with those sort of openers with Neil, you can then immediately kill the Cyril on the ground and like trade one guy in, which is fine, I guess. But the problem is that you don't, like, you will always trade it. There's no, well, will you? So if you go Neil Han, convert, so that would be, it depends. Like, your opponent is likely to ping something, and if you play Neil, I think they're going to pass, or they should pass. Even if they go first, they play Cyril. You play Neil. They should pass just to see what you're going to play, because it's probably going to be a Han. If it's Han, they want to ping the shield immediately. So I don't think it's ever really going to work, is the point. I don't know. Anyway, chat, I'm getting tired. Streaming for a few hours. We'll be back tomorrow, barring catastrophe. If you're going to be in Vegas, hit me up. It probably won't be hard to find me. I'll be wearing this hat. I may or may not be drunk because I really don't want to play SWU and I don't like to gamble. So what else is there to do in Vegas, right? I guess I could take an Uber to go somewhere or something, I guess. As of right this second, I will be playing Vader and we'll see how it goes. That's going to do it for tonight. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time for more Random's Thoughts.